We ought to support the little guy. We ought to support the small business owner. We ought to support the working men and women. Our party is a blue-collar party. Our party are the truck drivers and steel workers and waiters and waitresses and cops and firefighters, the men and women with calluses on their hands. That's who we're fighting for. That's who we should be fighting for.
Go to Cancun. I honestly, that's what we should be fighting. You are the corporate party. You are the party of the redistribution of wealth to the very top. You are the trickle-down party. I mean, this is just, they are so fake and phony now. All of a sudden they realize, oh, maybe we should just be populist, in public, and in private, we can transfer all the wealth through the tax code. That's what we'll do. I mean, this is such happy horse crap. These people, they have championed the interests of big business their entire existence, okay? They keep wages low. They have kept wages low since the 19th century. And suddenly, they're the party of the blue-collar people. They're the party. Listen, they don't have one single idea on non-economic issues. They don't have any. If you're not one of their selected businesses, if you're not oil and gas or a big paper or big ag, they're not interested in you. They have no idea. You lose electricity, Ted Cruz goes to Cancun and blames his little kids for it. And now they're fighting tooth and nail to end unemployment benefits, the ones that have sustained millions of Americans through their mismanagement of a virus. Their mismanagement. They're lying. And you have multiple Republican-controlled states saying no to free money for people who need it because of the donor class, because of the lobbyists, because of the fundraisers, because of the people who funnel their money into their campaigns. They are willing to turn their back on their very own unemployed people with free money. It doesn't cost, KIV, it doesn't cost Montana, it doesn't cost South Dakota, North Dakota, which should be one place. Why do they have 4 senators? 4. California has 2, but North and South Dakota have 4. Oh, my God. And D.C. has none. Jerry in Baltimore.
Hey, Randy.
Hey.
Thanks for taking my call.
Okay.
Those people that listen to, like, the Fox News and that guy that used to be something with business, you hear him on Fox Business. What's his name? Larry Ludlow or something?
That'll do.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, listen to them. They're hypochondriacs. They're looking for something to be afraid of because they're scared of their own shadow. And unfortunately, I think it's something in the water.
Hypochondriacs. No. They're all vaccinated. Donald Trump is vaccinated. Every last one of those people are vaccinated. So what do you mean?
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I got my first shot today. Yay! Pfizer.
Your first one?
First shot of the Pfizer.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So by my birthday in July, I should be protected from all the Trumpers out there, swapping spit.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that visual. Oh, Mark in Las Vegas.
Hi, Randy.
Hello.
Republicans are the party that believes all government is bad, and then they get elected and prove it.
Over and over again, yeah.
Over and over again. It stems around a kind of a mythology in American culture about standing on your own 2 feet. And they always talk about, well, I made it on my own. And then you ask them, especially as business owners, well, how many employees did you have? And were they just standing around or did they actually do something?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to get over that myth. Everybody out there who says they made it on their own should be aware that without all the infrastructure built by the public governments around this country, you'd never be able to get anywhere.
So that's the point that people like to skip over. And that point is this. Government is there to do what an individual cannot.
Cannot.
Right.
Yep,
And that is
you betcha.
and that is built airports, roads, bridges, lay broadband, do health care, distribute vaccines to 350 million people. Run.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hard.
I mean, public school is a great asset, and that's why people can't go to work, because public school is closed because of mismanagement by the government
Right.
of a virus. So how do people still sit there and say government is bad? We all know that government shouldn't be all up in my uterus making decisions about that, but government is
Right.
there to do things that individuals simply cannot do, even if there's 100 of them. Okay? Even if there's
Right.
500 of them. You can't do what a good government should be doing without them.
Right, and good government is what you get when you elect people who
But
are
the
in touch with
reason
reality.
why they have sold this government is bad thing, I'm from the government and I'm here to help you, are the scariest words you'll ever hear, a la Ronald Reagan, is so that they could defund repairs on roads, repairs on bridges. They could defund the government and give that money to the donor class, give that money to the wealthiest, give that money to industry, give that money away to get reelected over and over and over and over and over again. And that is why they have talked Americans into believing that they could be Somalia, that we don't need no stinking government. You don't need, a functioning democracy. You don't need, representatives to call when things go south. Like your water has lead in it. How many, 500 people are not going to be able to get lead out of drinking water. Right. The government has to do that. But if you say the government doesn't need to do that, then you could take the money, the millions, if not hundreds of millions, that it would take to, replace these pipes that are full of lead. If you say government is bad, then you could take the money that government would spend on getting the pipes changed out, and you could give it to, the donors. And that is why they tell everybody government is bad.
The irony of that is that the donor class is also hurt in this whole process. They still have to use the same roads and airports and
no, but
so
they have
forth.
a plan for that too. They say, you know what, sell us the road, we'll fix it, and then Mark in Las Vegas will pay a toll every time he drives on it.
Yeah, there is that aspect of it.
Yeah, it's called a public-private partnership where you pay.
Even public projects are generally built by private contractors. So, it does work that way in any case.
Yes, but the lobbyists are saying don't make anybody pay the tax for it except the person that's using the road. User tax, user fees.
Not right.
Well, that's the game. It's not that it's right or wrong. It's a game. It's an absolute game. Now, Biden says, let's pay our way. Let's build things and let's pay for them. Ooh, there's a concept.
Clear.
Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to randyrhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.